Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are focusing on the first and seventh house axis of Navamsha division. The Navamsha is the favorite of many people, astrologers, learners, people who want to know about their lives. But Navamsha is not just about who you are becoming in this life, or maybe what kind of partner you will get, but also how the love will change you. You might have noticed whenever you love someone, maybe it's your family member as well, when you go through the changes in the connection, and that connection will change you. Love always changes a person. We learn new things, we become who we are meant to be. So today we are focusing on the first and seventh house axis of Navamsha to see how a union, how a love connection, a soul contract will change us, who we are becoming with love. And sometimes these changes are not easy. Whatever we go through, whatever we experience, it's really tough to transform into that person. But remember, you're transforming for your highest good. So let's see today how the first and seventh house axis of Navamsha talks about the changes you will experience in yourself when you truly love someone, when you are in a union or marriage. Hello, Aries rising. You know, the life's experiences, what you have witnessed, confronted, dealt with, it really made you someone who is courageous, someone who is quite bold. But also, you now have this ideology that I can confront anything on my own. I can do things on my own. I am independent. I need no one. That kind of energy comes with the Aries rising in Navamsha, where your individuality is always in fight with the individuality of the other person. So it becomes a kind of a fight, like who is more powerful in the connection or the relationship, and you tend to get very reactive on small things. Now, when the love enters into your life, whether it challenges you, whether it brings the best out of you, it's a great connection. In both ways, love really wants you to soften up. You don't have to be always in the survival mode, constantly fighting, constantly feeling the need that I have to fight, I have to confront others, because somehow you're trying to protect yourself by showing your bold and independent aspect of your personality. So to pause, to listen to self, to listen to the opinion of the other person as well. What love is changing in you is to be more compassionate towards self, not to react quickly on everything which is challenging you in life, to be more emotionally present in your connection, and moreover, your soul is learning to be very patient. You need not to control every aspect of life. You don't have to put your entire energy to focus everything. You can still be in peace, you can still be in patience, and you can really make the most of your journey, of your life. And you have to really learn how to be with people, how to work along with people, how to build a life along with people. So you're learning to understand that you are not alone. Or maybe there are times you can be hyper independent, but you don't have to fight all the battles all by yourself. Let people enter into your life. Maybe some special connections will always be there. Let people also help you, and you are helping others as well. So I think the main thing is not to control everything in your life or try to make sense of everything on your own. Let people come into your life, share your ideas, and let also listen to the other people as well. Hello, Taurus rising. So, how the love and marriage will change you, how you're learning certain soul lessons through love. Your connection, your marriage, your relationship will always be greatly influenced by how was your family life while growing up? How was the relationship of your parents, the dynamics they shared? It will deeply influence what you want, what you feel is secure and significant in the relationship. So it makes you very cautious. You don't want to take any chance. You want everything to be stable, secure, and the world sees your connection with a lot of happiness. And they are like, you want everyone to be happy when they see your connection. So, a kind of aesthetics is involved, or like everyone should value your connection. It should look perfect or great or beautiful. In that process, you may fail to understand the depth of the other person because you have Scorpio ruling the seventh house. So, the person who comes into your life, the love you experience, on one hand, you are chasing the comfort and the security and everyone to value the connection. But what you are learning is to embrace the uncertainty of life. Life can be very different on any other day. The highs and the lows, the changes, the transformations. You don't have to lose yourself in that process. All you have to do is to face these highs and lows and changes with a lot of strength. I think your soul is learning to accept the changes the life is offering you, to be emotionally open to these changes, to be open to deeper intimacy with the person. Maybe what you value, it's not valued by your partner. For some people, it could be the love brings a lot of fears in you. But the moment you start working on those fears, you evolve, you get stronger. And that is what you are learning, to focus on the emotions. The emotional intensity in your connections can be very high. The love which may enter into your life through marriage, through relationship, it will almost bring a transformation, which is like a rebirth. It will completely change you. So, somehow with the Taurus rising, you look for stability. But then the person who comes into your life and in the form of love, that person makes you emotionally brave to open up to the new experiences of life, not to be afraid of life. So, this is how you will transform to be more bold, to be more open to the highs and lows of life, the uncertainty, and to work deeper in your connections. The emotional, even the sexual intimacy is the area where you have to work along with your partner. There can be different opinions, there can be different emotional ways how you cope with things. So you have to work on that, your emotional strength. Hello, Gemini rising. Let's see how the love, marriage, or relationships will change you, transform you, and what are you learning through them, the soul lessons you are learning. Gemini rising, you have Sagittarius ruling the seventh house. So somehow the love, the marriage opens a new chapter of higher learning. With the Gemini rising, you can be someone who is very friendly, very playful, in love, in your connections. You're always the one who talks more and the one who is so full of humor, so playful, and like people will love you for the way you treat them, the way you talk to them. They're always some kind of pull you have, your words and how you talk. It's absolutely attractive. But somehow it is also about a lot of overthinking. It could also be about not knowing where to go in life. You may take one step in one direction and then you get bored, or you feel clueless, you feel, I don't know, where am I? And then you go in another direction. So it happens in love as well. It happens in love also that sometimes you don't know what you want in love. Sometimes you're dealing with confusing partners. So the confusion you face in love kind of triggers spiritual growth. In this process to find this anchor, in this process to find stability of mind, you dive deeper into your wisdom. Now your mind is not clouded with that restless, foggy energy. But the more you start learning about your soul, the more you start learning about life, you're acting on your wisdom. And there are great thoughts in your mind. You're very intelligent, but there is a lot of restlessness, scattered thoughts. But what you are learning through your marriage or your relationship is to work with your wisdom, work with your lessons properly, use your knowledge. This restlessness can be healed through higher learning by using your wisdom. So your soul is learning about deeper listening, listening to the very own spiritual quotient, your highest self, the very honest aspect of you, your soul. So this is how you are learning, because Gemini rising leads to a lot of confusion in relationships. And sometimes the mind also acts like, if I say my truth, if I say what it's in my mind, sometimes I may lose the connection. I may lose the relationship as well if I say what I feel. Or maybe I have to say something always very pleasing to the other person so that the connection stays stronger. But look at the Sagittarius ruling the seventh house. Be honest. The very foundation of relationship should be very honest. So from confusion to a lot of clarity, from mental fog to a very high spiritual quotient, a very wise mentality is what you are learning through marriage, through love, through connections. To be very honest to yourself and work in your connection with full heart, not with confusion. Hi, Cancer rising. So, how the love, relationship, or marriage is going to change you, transform you? What kind of soul lesson are you learning? For Cancer, even this is a very honest thing. For Cancer rising, if even someone says anything to you with a lot of love and compassion, you will literally give your heart to that person. The Cancer rising is all about the need to be nurtured in love. You already carry a lot of nurturing energy, but you want to be loved, you want to be cherished, you want that softness from the other people. But since the Capricorn is ruling over the seventh house, it means that through love, through marriage, now you have to tap into your strength. Like a coconut, soft deep within, but a very hard shell on the outside, you have to really build your strength. You have to be more brave in your journey. You have to really work on your emotional attachments. The more you, of course, with this Cancer impact, your soul yearns for soft, home like connections, a person who can be your home. This is what you seek. But when you see the differences in the emotions with respect to your partnership, where you see maybe you are the one who is more nourishing and the other person comes up with a lot of very tough energy, someone who is not as empathetic as you are, so you learn that I must have self respect. I must have strong boundary. Not everyone should be allowed in my life. Not everyone can just come into my life, take love and go. So you're learning a lot about maturity, learning a lot about maturity with respect to your emotions, your mindset, and to have a very solid ground in life, not depending on others for finances or love or emotional support. Like, you have to take your stand, or you have to be a very strong, even when you are in marriage or love. Like, others cannot take you for granted, standing very firm in love. So this is how the love will change you. It will bring a lot of inner strength in you. Whether you are dealing with a tough connection or a great connection, the love will tap the inner strength. It will activate. You'll be more emotionally grounded, well rooted, and very strong. Your ability to love, you sometimes you may realize that your ability to love and have that kindness for people is a kind of weakness you have. No, the capacity to love is your true power, but you have to take care of your attachments. You cannot allow everyone in this beautiful space of yours. So, Cancer arising, you're learning a lot about strength, becoming a very powerful person through love, and also learning not to overly depend and rely on others. Hello, Leo rising. So, how the love, connections, marriage, relationship will change you, transform you? Well, out of all the 12 ascendants in the Navamsha, especially the Leo one, the Leo is having the deepest desire to be needed. Like, you want others to need you. You want others um, to express how important you are. You want to be needed by others, which is the very true desire of your heart. But what the love is doing to you is to release that need to be wanted, to be needed by others, to understand that you have your own journey. You can be deeply in love, but you need to understand the other person's life. You need to understand you have your own individual purpose, your journey. So that is what the soul is learning: humility in love, to respect your journey and to respect the other person's journey. You cannot stop them, you cannot change them, you cannot impact their lives. Anyone who is important to you, they have their own journey. So, this is how the love will change you. Love will humble you. Love will activate the very human side deep within, and that is, let the other person go and do whatever that person wants in their journey. It means the purpose. Everyone is having a purpose. Everyone wants to do something in life. So release that need to, impact the other person's journey the way you want. Somehow the ego also comes in between. I'm not saying you are egoistic. It's just that the pride, the identity of two people kind of clashes a lot. That's why a lot of humility is what you are learning. You're learning a lot about humbleness in love as well. And also, since Aquarius rules the seventh house, so again, it is about working for a higher cause. I think love, a marriage, a relationship will open up your path. You eventually realize, okay, this is what I have to do in life. It shows you a path, it shows you a destiny which is there for you. Like, you're meant to do something in life and you are being shown the direction. It opens your mind. So the love kind of changes your path here, which is like moving from your basic needs to the need to do something bigger in life, to work along with the world. And loyalty is also something which is very important for the Leo Navamsha. So through love, you may experience some people who are not very loyal, not even to you, they're not even loyal to themselves. You may, come across people who themselves don't know what they want from life. So somehow they interfere with your purpose as well. So when you meet people who don't know what they want, you will eventually realize a lot about what you want from life, how to value your time, how to value what is your purpose in life. So, this is the soul lesson: to open your heart, to love with full strength. Don't let the ego interfere in the connection. Be very open to love others the way you want love. Be open to love others without any conditions. And the people who come into your life, they can be a bit of confused people. So, um, let them just realize how important you are. You cannot run after them and show your importance to them. So you're transforming into someone who is working a lot along with the world, where you're using your energy not just for yourself, but you're throwing that light, that beautiful energy on other people's lives as well. For Virgo rising, how the love will change you, transform you, how the marriage will transform you. Let's see here. For the Virgo, it's very important for you to fix everything in life. I want to take care of everything. I want to take control of everything in my life. So same pattern repeats in relationship as well, in the love connection as well. If the other person acts weird, if the other person acts very unsure in love, okay, let me fix this person. Let me fix this person's life. Let me heal this person. This person needs my healing. And everything will be so beautiful in the relationship after that. So the Virgo connects with service. Virgo connects with healing. Virgo connects with also a lot of stagnant energy, like obstacle energy. So sometimes we create our own obstacles in love by choosing a difficult person. And even if you have been dealing with a difficult person, we tend to elongate that process of dealing with that difficult person. Like, we can do this, we can work on this, we can make this happen. So this is where the love changes you, because somehow you tend to love the wrong person. It is not your duty to fix or heal these people. And through love, through these experiences, you end up finding ways to heal yourself. Pisces rules the seventh house for the Virgo rising Navamsha. And Pisces shows the need of empathy, the need of finding a safe place in life, to relax a bit, to surrender as well. Pisces is the beautiful surrender to the divine realm, the gods, the deities, or the angels, whomsoever you believe in. So the Virgo rising in the Navamsha is about, through love, you will learn you can't heal people. You can't heal people's lives. They are responsible for their own journey. And learning a lot about forgiveness, forgiving, because the more you keep these memories in mind, the more you're going to hurt yourself. So So the overall journey in love, in relationships, is about how you are changing, is to be more compassionate in life, to be gentle with yourself, forgiving yourself for any mistake you have done, any mistake where you waited for a long time for any person, or you deeply devoted to the wrong people who, again, themselves didn't know what they want from life. One day they are with you, and another day they are absolutely emotionally absent. So somehow, the Jupiter ruling the seventh house, Pisces, shows love opens a path of compassion towards self, not blaming yourself for everything. It opens a path of spirituality. It opens a beautiful part of you which loves everyone but doesn't feel responsible to fix them. And also, it opens a path, a very devoted path to a certain purpose in life. And yes, you have to heal yourself as well. It could be physical healing, it could be emotional healing, because Virgo Navamsha itself means you are here to fix and heal something about your journey as well. So through love, you will realize, okay, this is a part of me which needs healing. I have to work on this. Hi, Libra rising. So, what are you learning through love, relationships, marriage? How these things will transform you? Well, for a Libra rising, it's important to have people in life, to have people with whom you can share your life, your journey, your thoughts, and so much. You love to be with people. You want people to stay in your life, and you can do anything for them. But in this process, you lose yourself. What you will notice in connections is that there is lack of reciprocation. You are doing more, you are sacrificing more in the connection or marriage, and you're not getting enough in return. There is some imbalance in life. And also, you are losing your individuality in love. You are losing your self expression in love. So, how the love transforms you, it transforms you to know your worth. How you are losing yourself because of some connections. It definitely brings the people pleasing tendency, Libra rising in the Navamsha. I want to make everyone happy. I want to be in the good books of people. And always analyzing this, that I did this for someone and that person is acting in a strange way, that person is not doing enough for me. So you further go deeper into improving that connection, you further challenge yourself, and in this way you get dragged into wrong places with wrong people. Sometimes there is also loss of money, not just love. Your energy is drained. There is loss of money in love, loss of assets when it comes to love. Some people feel they're so drained. Their beauty, their looks are drained when they are in a connection. If the connection is not nurturing enough, you lose yourself completely. You lose your creativity in that process as well. So with the Libra Navamsha, and then the seventh house is ruling over the Aries, somehow the love opens the path of your individuality. You start taking stand for yourself. You have to embrace your very authentic self. Now you're not doing the people pleasing. You will say what is right for you, what you feel is right. You don't care if anyone stays or not. That is what you're learning through love, to embrace your individuality. Instead of losing yourself, it's okay to lose people in life. And you should be with someone who really admires your worth. You don't have to completely change yourself to be good in the eyes of the other person. So that there's a total transformation into a very strong, self-respecting individual. Love transforms you to be a very authentic version of yourself, very confident, not losing your creativity, not losing yourself because of someone else. Scorpio rising in Navamsha. Let's talk about it. How the love will transform you, change you, how you will see a different aspect of your personality when the love transforms you. Scorpio Navamsha, if you see, it has a lot about how life's experiences changed you. Scorpio Navamsha is about whatever you felt in life, you went through in life, a part of it, a residue of it, the residual emotions are very active in your mind in the form of pain, in the form of fear, in the form of regret, maybe resentment. So there's a lot which your mind carries. And because of that, there's a lot of fear as well in love. Fear that love will change you. So there's a hesitation to change. But what love is doing is bringing rebirth in your life. The love which arrives in your life, the relationship which arrives in your life, kind of brings that rebirth. It changes you. Whether the bond you are dealing with is good or bad, it is meant to make you release all the pain, all the resentment, regret, any guilt, any kind of residual, difficult emotion deep within. You are capable of a very deep, intense love, and you can be possessive, you can be overprotective towards the other person in love. And you don't have to do that to make the relationship stable. Seventh house is ruled by Taurus. The person who comes into your life also is accountable. This person is also responsible to bring security in your life, bringing a love which is softer, secure, and stable. So you don't have to do all the work to make the connection stable. So the love, the marriage, the connection in your journey transforms you into someone who is more open to trust. You are allowing people in your life to enter into your journey, to connect with them, let them support you, let them help you. You need not to control the outcome. And also, what I feel with this Scorpio Navamsha is that somehow in life you have learned that the more the intense connection is, more the love is, which is not true. Sometimes you are being told that if you tolerate the pain, by intense I mean if you are tolerating pain, then you must be the loyal person. You have to tolerate more to show your loyalty, your love. The more wounded you are, the more honest you are, the more loyal you are. So you have to leave that mindset behind. Love comes here to purify you, to make you release your fears, that wound in deep within, that pain, anything, to open up, to trust again in love, to let others help you, let others be a part of your journey. So almost a rebirth happens for you. That shift of becoming more softer, stable, secure in life. So that kind of shift, the love changes you to be a very powerful, stable person, not someone who acts with intense emotions. So that's how love will change you. You have a lot of surrender also. Emotionally, you are surrendering. You're not allowing other people to change you. Like how they are very intense, their intense emotions, they're unable to impact you anymore. That strong you are. Other people are not pulling you in their drama. That strong you are. So that emotional strength is what you will acquire. Hello, Sagittarius rising. So let's see how love is transforming you, how love is changing you, what kind of changes you will witness when you experience love, whether you experience great love, whether you experience challenges in love. Let's see the transformation, the shift you will see in your journey. So, with Sagittarius rising and the Gemini ruling over the seventh house, you're learning a lot about getting on the same page with the other person, to open up with respect to commitment, to open up with respect to the communication. You might be the person who is so wise, someone who knows your worth, someone who is very open to learn new things in life. But there's also a lot of restlessness deep within, which doesn't allow you to settle at one place. Maybe you struggle with uh, privacy. You struggle with that you need your own space with respect to relationships and love. But what you are learning is communication, to open up, to learn, to communicate and blend with other people, to open up emotionally, I would say, to be more committed in the connection, to be emotionally present in the connection. So you are someone who is ruled by Jupiter, and you might be someone who is very spiritual. You have learned lessons in life, and they have transformed you. You're becoming more spiritual. You're more dedicated towards a certain goal in life. You have very strong purpose in life. But when the love enters into your life, when a relationship enters into your life, it gets very hard to focus on your purpose. Maybe sometimes whatever you want from life, it changes, it shifts because of the impact of the other person on your life. You feel that you are getting diverted from your path, your purpose. But this is what you are learning. That is commitment. When you meet someone, when you get along with someone, you not just live your own journey, but you start celebrating that person's journey as well. That kind of partnership, understanding, mutual work is what you are learning. You can be the most teacher like amazing person, but let others join you. Let others be a part of your journey. Your soul is learning about the emotional work in the relationship. You may deal with a lot of confusing people with respect to love or relationship. You know where you have to go, but the other person doesn't know, and it kind of brings um, confusion. Or again, interferences with your purpose, interferences with some kind of higher goal the other person brings for you, and then it kind of refines you. It gives you more understanding. How can I achieve my goals in a better way? And whatever the interferences you go through, those interferences, that perspective of other person kind of actually gives you more knowledge about life. So your purpose is to expand and grow. And when the knowledge comes from your partner, when the different experiences and observations comes from your partner, your knowledge expands. And this is what love is all about, devotion. A journey where you think about your purpose and everything about your life, but somehow life offers a companionship with someone who is opposite, and then you learn to be with that person, and that path becomes itself a process of more expansion and learning. Hello, Capricorn rising. Let's see how love, relationship, marriage, and connections will transform you, your journey, how you are changing through this experience called love. What soul lessons are you learning? For Capricorn, it's always about a very tough challenge to open up to the world. There is this inability to express yourself or somehow you don't want to express yourself. You're very emotionally guarded. You are reserved. You're very disciplined in life, and you don't like people who are not disciplined enough. You don't get along with those people who don't know how to take care of their emotions and manage their emotions. You have to learn a lot about the safety. It's safe to love. It's safe to open up. It's safe even to make mistakes in love. This is a state of hypervigilance, Capricorn Navamsha, where I must be very strong with my boundaries and my walls. I will not allow people to enter into my life because I have noticed how people come and destroy things. So I love my resources. I love my life. I have this kind of protection, a barrier around me, like wearing an armor. But somehow it also stops the love in your journey, or you have experienced such love connections or people who kind of takes your responsible nature for granted, how you do everything without even asking. That trait is taken for granted. You're learning to open up in love, to be soft in love, to be giving in love, but with boundaries, like to be selective. You don't have to completely shut down. The sole lesson you are learning is to open up in love, allow people to support you, help you, allow someone to take care of you again. I'm not saying that you have to give chances to every single person out there, but slowly opening up in love is significant. And open up with respect to your emotions, your affection, sharing the valuable things of your life, your time, the most valuable thing. Sharing your time with someone is significant. So for Capricorn Navamsha, how the love will transform you is you will become very protective about your emotions, the ability to give love, and learning to be selective in your life, learning to be very focused towards limited connection. Not everyone will be nice to you, not everyone will be honest to you. You seek honest connections. And also, the love kind of strengthens you. Whether you have experienced challenges in love or it is the most beautiful kind of love, love always strengthens you. You have to strengthen yourself. Somehow you have to understand your power through love. Capricorn Navamsha can give toughest lessons in love, but it is also something about self-protection. You will, through the experiences in love, you will learn how to protect yourself. You will learn who is allowed in your life and who is not. You will learn how to give your help to people because you carry the trait of responsibility. You feel responsible for everyone. So, learning how not to be available for everyone, to be selective, to be selectively open in love. Learning to trust again in life is one very significant lesson. Trust life, trust the love again. But again, it has to be very selective. You may not have a very huge circle of people around you. So, how you open your heart, that is where you need to work. You cannot give your love to the weak people, but you can also not be completely shut down in love. Hi, Aquarius rising. Let's see how love, marriage, relationship, and connections will transform you. What soul lessons are you learning with respect to love? Aquarius rising and the Leo ruling the seventh house. Certainly, with this, there's a lot of confusion what do you even want in life? What do you want in love? You deeply crave love. You deeply crave connections. Someone who understands you, someone who understands your very core. People will find it very hard to understand you. And when someone understands you, you can feel the depth in the connection. So again, like Capricorn, Aquarius Navamsha is also not meant for everyone, because we have the trait, deep trait of Saturn and its boundary. And then you're also ruled by Rahu. So you know that you are loved. You know that it's hard to understand you. And when someone loves you, you become so happy. Like Aquarius rising is about being misunderstood a lot. So when someone understands you, you feel deeply loved. But still, with this, you don't know where to go, because somehow there is fear of responsibilities in love. Or sometimes you feel very disconnected from people. Even if there is love, there is disconnection, because there's a fear of other people taking your time, your space, and kind of interfering in your life. Fear of love, because others will take away your time and your priorities, and also deeply you want love as well. So that confusion of Rahu is very strong. So what love is transforming in your life, how it is changing your journey, the sole lesson you are learning is to be present in love, to give your complete heart to the other person, and stop fearing about what will happen, how things will be. What if I lose interest in this connection? What if it gets too heavy in the connection? What if it demands a lot from me? There is a fear of that. The love, the family, the connections will take away my time. They will take away my freedom. So that is the struggle, losing your time. But the Leo ruling the 7th house, Aquarius people really need to open up your heart, the warmth in love, to experience the warmth, to experience your individuality. The love transforms you, it opens you up to live with your heart, thinking with respect to your emotions, not applying logic to everything, not applying your mind into everything, thinking from heart. It warms up your heart. Whether you experience great love, whether you experience a bad connection, it touches your heart. It activates your heart. It opens your heart. From where you start thinking about your self-improvement, your confidence. Somehow Aquarius deals with confidence issues. And that's why you kind of disconnect from others, because you feel you will lose your essence. So love brings warmth in your heart. It activates the love, not applying your intelligence into everything. Like, it's not even intelligence, like logic into everything, and thinking with more love, more gratitude. So there's a deep need of love, but somehow there are certain ideas, mindset, which stops you from celebrating love and celebrating your life as well. So love teaches you to embrace your individuality and celebrate life as well. Let's talk about Pisces rising in the Navamsha. How love, how connections, marriage will transform you. What soul lessons are you learning through love? So Pisces Navamsha itself means someone who deeply desires love, deeply desires great romance, I would say, a very dreamy approach in love, a very sometimes a lost person as well, feeling very detached, disconnected from the world because you're not very open to a lot of people. You're very selective with respect to the people you deal with. You also have a fear of being misunderstood. And then in the Pisces Navamsha, Virgo rules the seventh house. So there's always a fear of criticism. Like the kind of life you have chosen for yourself, you feel that people will criticize that. So when the love enters into your life, what you are learning through love is to get a very solid ground with respect to your journey instead of constantly um, you know getting confused in life, not sure about who you are, not sure about what you want. Love kind of teaches you responsibility, and that is the responsibility of self, taking charge of your life, taking care of your health, taking care of your resources. So there's a sense of ease, doing things with ease, sometimes very drowned in emotions and dreams and ideas, but not practically working on those ideas. So the love, the relationship, the person you meet kind of activates your discipline. It activates the practicality of life. It also activates the spiritual quotient in you, but that kind of spiritual quotient is, it helps you to deal with the real life, the wisdom, the ideas, just to make yourself fit in this world. You have Virgo ruling the seventh house. So the person you meet will bring structure in your life, whether you experience great love, whether you experience challenging marriage or connection. You're learning about taking charge of yourself, learning to live a disciplined life. Also, what you are learning through love, the soul lesson, is to practice discernment, protection of self, learning which place is danger, which person is literally a danger, which person is okay for you, learning to read people, to understand people in life. You have a very sensitive aura, so people will drain you a lot. That's why you must have a lot of strength, which comes from the Virgo ruling the seventh house. It could be taking care of your health. It could be working on your spirituality as well. You have great intuition. You can easily read other people, what are they thinking, and that needs to be used beautifully to protect yourself. The emotional boundary is very significant in your relationships. And again, it is about, because you have Pisces rising in the Navamsha, it is about cherishing your life, celebrating your life, to see who you are, for the real who you are, accept it. Because it can be very confusing sometimes. Sometimes you don't know what you want in life. You don't know what is good for you. There's a lot of confusion and fear mixed together. Being very sensitive to the people around you. Easily picking up their negativity as well. So when it comes to relationships, you must show your strength. Show up with strength. Show up with full power. You're learning to discipline your life, to give a structure to your life.